I said, yeah, pay them more.
Are the $300 unemployment benefits causing a worker shortage? $300. Let's get into it.
With just days to go until Montana's summer tourist season kicks off, the skeleton crew at this hotel is already exhausted.
Come find me and we'll probably just leave those rooms for tomorrow.
Working extra hours because of staff shortages.
You're trying to do 26 rooms in a day.
Joshua Dempsey believes people don't want to return to work because wages for jobs like this don't equal what pandemic unemployment pays.
I make $800, $900 every 2 weeks. And like my friend gets like $800 a week. So like she doesn't want to work when she's making what I make in 2 weeks in a week. And
Not working at all.
Not working at all.
Signs of a low-wage worker shortage are up across Montana. More jobs than employees, especially low-wage positions. Businesses here now offer signing bonuses and $15 an hour starting pay, nearly twice the state's minimum wage.
Unemployment benefits should be a safety net, not a career choice.
Okay. And it also is not a constitutional right for businesses to be supplied with an endless supply of low wage workers. Okay. Let the free market do what it does. Okay, the free market is supposed to correct its own mistakes. So let it correct its mistakes. Government policies and all this isn't needed. Let the free market correct it too.
This month, Republican Governor Greg Gianforte announced Montana will opt out of all federal pandemic unemployment benefit programs, including an extra $300 per week supplement.
We're going to incent work, not staying home.
Instead, Montanans will receive a $1,200 bonus if they get and keep a job for at least 4 weeks.
That was kind of a huge relief for me.
Hey, Rob.
At least 7 jobs at this hotel are vacant, says General Manager Anne Marie Bowers.
I anticipate and really hope that that will mean more people will be applying.
Okay, notice how cozy the politicians and the employers' relationship is. Governors, mostly Republicans, they're real quick to take the money out of workers' hands to force minimum wage workers into a market for employers. Okay, and but very silent when it comes to raising the minimum wage. I mean, look at what she said. She said, listen, she's banking on the government forcing people back to low-paying jobs. She really hopes and anticipates that this move that the government does works, so that then she'll have an endless supply of low wage workers, and she'll never have to raise her minimum wage. But let's continue.
Montana is not the only state. Most Republican governors in the country have promised to eliminate one or more federal pandemic programs for the unemployed. But not all are able to return to the workforce right away.
First of all, I'm not lazy. I'm a full-time single mother.
Lacey Colon says she had never planned to be home full-time.
I was working in the mornings when she was at school, and then when COVID hit, it just changed everything. All the way down.
Her daughter Juliana has sensory issues and can't wear the required mask for school. So the former hospitality worker has been collecting unemployment in order to be here.
Battles in history.
Homeschooling.
To punctuate.
Since the pandemic
Go up.
began.
There we go.
Pandemic unemployment benefits have allowed mother and daughter to stay in their home.
I'm going to be really scared. I already am. I don't sleep at night. I guess I got to figure it out like everybody else is going to have to figure it out.
This is being portrayed as a worker shortage. What it really is a wage shortage.
Blaming the workers, says the Montana AFL-CIO, ignores the economic shock of the last year, forcing millions onto unemployment. Nationwide, the minimum wage has lagged behind as the cost of living has increased, especially in states like Montana. Dempsey says he doesn't even earn enough to rent a studio apartment.
What do you do? Where are you living?
I live at a hotel right now.
Cologne.
See? Okay. So the same employers that hope the governors will force people back into these low paying jobs are the same ones that have employees working full-time shifts that can't even afford a studio apartment. They can't afford a studio apartment. So he's working at a hotel to stay at a hotel.
Fears that will be her future. Kyung Law, CNN, Bozeman, Montana.
I said, yeah, pay them more.
What he said.
So to increase wages, we are proposing the Michigan Bigger Paychecks, My Bigger Paychecks. The plan will ensure that Michiganders earn at least $15 an hour by giving businesses grants to cover the difference between existing hourly rate wage and $15.
Okay, hold on. Great idea. I'm liking it. I can't even cap. It's a great idea. But once again, the state officials and employer relationship is just way too cozy. They gonna give the businesses money. Question. I got a question. Cause we ask a lot of those around here house. What's our guarantee that after these businesses get this money, that they won't go do company stock buybacks or buy automated systems and replace workers altogether with their own tax dollar? Just a question.
This is our opportunity to support businesses getting back on their feet and critically support the people that do the hard work who need to take care of their families. We have so much possibility in front of us. And with the Michigan Economic Jumpstart Plan, we can harness that energy and channel it to raise wages, invest in small businesses, and uplift families.
Quick article from the Atlantic. Workers should have the power to say no. By Andrew Lorbe. This was written back in June 1st of 2021. I just want to point out a couple of points real quick. First, even if benefits are among them, policymakers should not rush in to help ensure a flood of low-wage workers for America's businesses. Okay, this is going back to my video, what I was saying about the videos that I was trying to comment on about this cozy relationship between state officials and employers. Okay, well, check this out. And workers having the power to say no is not a policy problem that the government needs to solve. But, however, this is the important part. For decades, though, Washington and the American State House have helped rig the country's policy infrastructure and policy in the employer's favor. Okay, here's an example of that. The federal government has set the country's wage floor below its poverty line. For instance, and has not increased the minimum wage to account for improvements in productivity and output over time. So there you have it, folks. That's why the rich get rich and the poor get poor. Doing a lot more work for no more money. That's why the secret's out.
We're going to increase more, and guess what? Remember, you were asking me, and I'm not being critical of y'all, I really mean this. It was legitimate questions you're asking me. Asking me, well, you know, guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah, pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now.